Hello there, I'm the Biz Manager and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. Now, today we are going to focus ourselves on the Rocketeer Lounge, the building that we are building right here to house most of our Rocketeers, the ones that are usually transitioning between rockets or planets. And I just noticed that today okay, I was going to say no one is using the transit tubes. Why? But Ronan just came through the transit tubes, so no foul, I suppose. It was just as the game was loading in, I suppose. In any case, as I was saying, today we are going to focus ourselves a little bit on this. I kind of want to have the Rocketeer Lounge ready to go as soon as possible, so that we can focus on the endgame projects next. While our dupes are busy doing that, I'm just going to keep my fleet of rockets going back and forward between asteroids and planets to give us all the resources that we are currently needing. We have already... let's see, I believe it's this one. Yep, we have already pretty much cleaned this planet dry. In fact, the rocket is just here sitting, doing nothing. But there is plenty of other resources to be gained, like the water from this planet, like asteroids that need to be mined, all sort of things. So this is pretty much what I'm going to be doing for the next 50 cycles, just juggling rockets and making sure that our dupes know what it is important. This is priority 6, let's bump that in priority 7. Okay, so on this planet, these guys are just doing cleanup tasks. I just want to get rid of all of these debris, just to help out the performance a little bit. We have plenty of coal and now temperature inside of the chamber to get all the electricity that we need to recharge the temporal tear. So I don't think that we are going to be doing too much changes to this planet. However, there is a few... course. I started the episode 3 seconds ago. What, Mima? Okay, you're not trapped, you're just waiting. Don't be so dramatic. Where was I? Yeah. So, I was informed that apparently, once you activate the temporal tear, there is a meteor shower that comes to this planet. So, before we open this thing, we need to make sure that we are ready. Having at least one bunker door over here. In fact, do I even have... steel for that stuff? Nope. Nope. Okay, we'll have to send some steel from here. That's fine. Okay, because our builder dupes have better things to do than just waiting around for the planetary bombardment to commence, I'm just going to send them back. Let me just confirm that they are both inside. Okay, we can launch. Yeah, I'm going to send them here because they are definitely going to be most useful at building this. We are going to need a ton of steel over there, so I just, I should just start bombarding that. Let me see, yeah. We already have steel here waiting. Yeah, there it goes, fan-freaking-tastic. That way, once we decide to go there to activate the temporal tear, we should have all the resources that we need to build a bunch of bunker tiles and a bunker door. Hopefully it's only going to rain meteors in that particular location and not across the entire map. Okay, so this time the dupes did not teleport out of the Spacefarer module. I'm going to assume it's just a... Hello? I'm missing a bunch of stairs over here. I'm going to assume it was a one-time bug thingy. Well, one thing I can tell you, this is going to take a while, especially when the dupes have to build every single block that exists in here, right? Because usually a room is just the build orders that takes for the floor, right? But not in this case. In this case, a room is the build orders for the floor and the walls, so yeah. It's going to take a sweet second. But in any case, I'm going to build a model room, just so we can have an idea on how this is going to look once it is ready. I'm going to start with 4 rooms. I think 4 rooms for our Rocketeers should be more than enough. I don't think we don't have more than 4 rocket tubes in the planet at any given time, so 4 rooms should be all that we need, and these rooms are going to be the upgraded version than the one that we have in our colony, because they are going to have their own private restroom as the other ones. They are even going to be able to be pooping and looking at the stars, something no other dupe can say they have the luck to do so, right? They are going to have their individual rooms, and then they are going to have their individual mess hall, because, well, the Rocketeers are superstars. They don't want to be messing with the plebs, right? They want to have their individual quarters, so we are going to give them precisely that. Okay, so I started by sending 2 of my mining rockets into uranium deposits. They have refilled. As we can see, they are both at the maximum weight they are total mass, I mean, that they are ever going to get. Or at least I think it... What? Why? You have a suit over there. But thank you so much for leaving a mess inside of my nuclear reactor. It's always very pleasant when that happens. You know one thing, guys, the fact that I made a disco for my dupes and they don't enjoy it hurts me most than anything else this game has already done to me. I can't believe the nerve on some of these dupes. Alright, my friends, a few cycles in and progress is actually going quite well, I must say. We already have a few things built. Now, when it comes to the rest of the facilities for our Rocketeer lounge, I think that we are going to need 3 additional things. A medbay, because, you know, space is dangerous, and so from time to time our dupes come back home with a few injuries. A place to treat them would not be the worst idea in the world. Then, of course, they need a massage room, because they need to unwind all of that stress from the inherently dangerous job that they have. And of course, on top of that, we are going to have the room that pretty much inspired the entire thingy, the recreation room, with the... where are they? Beach chairs. We're going to put a beach chair underneath each window for our Rocketeer dupes to enjoy themselves, and a few party lines in between them. Pretty much, basically, I'm building this entire thing pretty much just because of this. This was the primary room, everything else is secondary, but I think in the end this is going to look rather nice. A good place for our Rocketeer dupes to rest in between journeys. I think they deserve it. Well, my friends, the build is going pretty well, but it is now time for us to return to the ice planet. I'm going to call in the crew and send them back, because a few things have broken in here. We are breaking the batteries, mostly because of the temperature. Temperature is mostly because there is a very thin atmosphere in here, which doesn't help, but I thought the coldness of the area plus this liquid would hold on for a little bit longer, but it didn't. So we have to fill up the cooling loop that we have set up previously and just repair these batteries. And since we are already here, we also are going to unpack a few of these interplanetary payloads, maybe even build a couple of bunker tiles. We'll see. The fact that I have to sit in here and babysit the rockets, especially during nighttime, like this one, it arrived during nighttime and the Nicola did, you know, something weird, even though this was set to crew, he almost got out of the cabin. Boy, that's a hassle and a half, but definitely next season we are going to improve on our rocket designs and we are going to use only rockets with Atmo docks, so that we don't have to worry about this anymore. And I just don't upgrade these rockets right now because we're going to use them just a few more couple of times, so there is no point in upgrading them. I mean, the dupe's work power is better suited somewhere else. We have plenty of work orders to go around. We don't need to go around dismantling half of our rockets just to improve on something that is not going to be an issue like all the time, right? So let's let the dupes just focus on the important tasks for now. And there we go, the cooling loop has been filled up with extremely hot water. Like, I'm going to be honest, I never thought this place was going to heat up so much so quickly. But I was wrong, and I'm glad I came over here because things could have run out of control with the heat in here. Even though there is plenty of ice to go around, clearly there was not enough coldness, shall we say, to sustain this for a long period of time. But now it should be fixed relatively soon. I set up this sensor to 30 degrees. I think that's a good temperature. But I'm going to let my dupes stay in here for a while until I am certain that this system is working as intended. As I was building these bunker doors, the temporal tear closed. I sure hope I didn't lose all the progress that I had, because we were at 86% charge on this thing. But I suppose I'm going to find out once the bunker doors are completely opened. No, we did not lose the progress, still at 86%, so no problems from this thing. Now, even though the progress has not been bad, I have to admit, I don't know if we are going to be able to finish this in this episode. 20 more cycles to finish everything? I don't know. Especially because this area is pretty clogged up with a bunch of buildings. I'm lacking the space to build most of the stuff that I need. So things like, for example, these power lines, they have to come from a pretty far away place, so that also adds more build time to the construction. But oh well, it is what it is. Now, on this planet, we already placed most of the shield. I'm not going to protect these solar panels. If they get destroyed, whatever. A little bit of glass. I can live with that sacrifice. Especially because they are not ultra important in the process of gathering power, as we already came to the conclusion, so they are pretty much just here for... Okay, they're simply here because I already built them. Now, I'm waiting on another delivery of steel, because I'm pretty sure we should protect the rocket as well. We want a way out of here once the meteor shower concludes, right? So for that, it's a good idea to have a rocket left. So I'm going to build a few bunker doors over here, plus a few more bunker tiles, and that way we should have a protection covering this entire area, and then we just need to overlap these two shields, the upper one and the lower one, by a few blocks to take into consideration meteors that come in a diagonal shape. But other than that, we should be good to go. Well, my friends, we are nearly there. Structure-wise, everything is done. I even have completed the windows, which for some reason the dupes were not exactly keen on building, but they are done now. We are only missing the machinery to sustain the bathrooms over here. You know, the water sieve and the water tanks and whatnot. Plus these gas reservoirs and a few gas pipes. When it comes to oxygen, we are just going to siphon off from this line, which is doing nothing. We are going to siphon off into a few tanks, and the tanks are going to resupply the Rocketeer lounge, which shouldn't be used too often. After all, we want our dupes to be in space doing stuff, and not stranded in on the planet not doing anything. And on the ice planet, our shield has been completed. We have bunker tiles and bunker doors protecting our rockets, and then we have this layer over here protecting the planet. We don't want the planet to be destroyed in a meteor shower now, do we? Could you please stop complaining all over the place? I'm talking right here. Thank you. Now, over here on the side we only have igneous rock. This thing only needs to hold on a few strikes, so I'm not going to waste a bunch of steel building this wall over there. And, well, recharging process is at 97%, so we are closing in on the recharging process. I really hope that this doesn't go off by itself while I am somewhere else and not being present here to witness the event. So fingers crossed this thing doesn't go off by itself. Well, my friends, we are about to find out if this thing goes off by itself or not, because I caught the red bolt being projected over here, so I'm pretty sure, yep, 100%. So, what is going on? How do I activate you? Yeah, because clearly it is completely full now. Let's see, is there a automation? Uh-huh. There we go. Sends a green signal when it's... Oh no, it's output. Port, no input. Oh! A big red button that we are not going to press this episode. I'm going to leave this for future me to enjoy. Because, like I said in previous episodes, the moment I press that button and send this rocket through the temporal tear, we are going to finish this playthrough. And I still want to have the Rocketeer Lounge ready to roll. I cannot leave this colony unattended without a place for our Rocketeers. Oh, one of our rockets that went and mined some uranium for us brought us a artifact and I completely missed it. It is a Grub statue. Pretty cool. Now I am wondering, perhaps we still have to encounter a few more statues of critters? Because why would the Grub be special? I mean, they are cute, don't get me wrong, but it would be nice if we could find more statues spread across space. Well, my friends, given that things are ready to roll over here, I think that we are gonna send our dupes back home. Oh, and it's a very good time because we were running low on oxygen, oxygen apparently. So how about set crew? There is no one outside the rocket, so let's begin launch. And there it goes. Let's melt a few more bits of the planet. It's always very enjoyable to watch these rocket launches and then watch the fallout from said launch. Now, my friends, in order for the Rocketeers to fully enjoy the luxuries that we are about to provide them, they need a different schedule, because this area is only lit up during the day. During the night, there is no way for them to enjoy the beach shares. Now, that is there, which is unfortunate, right? So, in order for them to do that, they are going to have a special schedule because, truth be told, Rocketeers, they don't do, they do nothing, okay? They have no skills other than piloting rockets. So, you know, they can have a reduced work schedule, just so they can enjoy themselves a little bit over here. Now, in order for them not to lose track of their extended downtime, I built them a clock over here, made out of pixel packs. I'm still setting up the colors. I think I have it right now, but how this works? It's quite simple. We have 3 pixel packs, of which we have blacked out 2 pixels on either end, so in essence we have 10 pixels. We know that the game runs on 600 seconds, so each one of these is 60 seconds. It's either that, or you go for a cycle sensor that activates every 10%, right? It starts at 10% active duration, 0% activation time, and then moves on 10% at a time on the activation time, until you have the 100% of the cycle. And the colors over here are to represent the colors on the schedule. I'm pretty sure, like, I'm pretty sure this blue is almost equal to this one. If not, well, it's similar, okay? That's what matters. Okay, so after analyzing the clock for a full cycle, the schedule and the clock are matching up. So I'm happy with what I have. Moving on to other things. We still have 5 cycles. Let's see if we can complete everything within 5 cycles. I think we can. Okay, my friends, so now we are pressurizing the Rocketeer lounge. It's going to take a while to have these at full pressure, but it should be fine. We can take a moment, it's not the end of the world. Once we have this area pressurized and the atmosuit docks, also with plenty of oxygen inside of their internal buffers, we are going to put the atmospheric thing, what's the name? Atmosuit checkpoint over there, so that the dupes can start using these facilities as they are supposed to use. You are not supposed to have a suit inside of these highly luxurious facilities, shall we say. Now, I don't think we are going to be able to kickstart everything. I'm going to have a cooling loop to monitor the temperature of this area. It's going to be pretty simple, something just going through here and back, as hidden as possible, so it doesn't impact the core. I also need to put some water into the system to provide it for the bathrooms. Don't know when that is going to happen, but should not be a long time. It's just that I need to set up a couple extra lines to bring the water in here in the first place. Okay, so we already have a good oxygen pressure in half of the base. Unfortunately, the rest is going to take a little bit longer. Now for the coolant that we are going to use in our cooling loop, I think I'm going to go with petroleum because it's right here, so it's just convenient. As for the water, I'm going to bring through here. I'm just going to deceive the automation over there and make it think that we need water and just divert this line this way. We don't need to fill up this entire thing with water. All we need is to fill up the pipes, and then as the dupes use the bathroom, we are going to accumulate more and more water. So all we need is that initial quantity, and after that, it should be golden. Now, my friends, because this episode is coming to an end, I think I'm just going to show you the guts of the build. Unfortunately, we could not get it done. It is at 97% completion, I would say, but oh well. Power-wise, this is how we are distributing the power. We have 3 power lines going into the build and 1 just for the aqua tuner. The oxygen is being distributed via 2 lines, one to pressurize the structure and another one to pressurize the suits. And pipe-wise, pretty simple. We have the pipe for the cooling loop and we have the pipes over here for the bathrooms. We don't need a lot of piping, so this one was pretty simple. Now, room-wise, there is a tiny little issue. This one is not considered a massage clinic because it is 68 tiles and not 64, but we are just going to have to pretend, okay? I'm not going to ruin the aesthetic of the building by adding a row of wall over here, for example, to delete those 4 tiles. We can pretend this is a massage clinic. The dupes will not know the difference, trust me. But oh well, my friends, I think this is going to be it for today's episode. And as the bell rings, we must say our goodbyes. So, with that said, guys, I hope that you have enjoyed this episode and that you are enjoying the series so far. If you are, please consider subscribing and help the channel grow. Soon, this series is coming in to its end, so hopefully you have enjoyed the entirety of this playthrough. But there is still a few extra tasks that we need to complete, so stick around for one more episode so that we can open up the temporal tear together. But with all of that said, this is the Base Manager signing out. Bye bye!